Jose Mourinho is being linked with a dramatic return to Real Madrid, and despite him saying he's going to stay, Perez, he was linked to resign, and he's going to do today, because I'm going to come in as the president of Real Madrid alongside Jose Mourinho, ready to take these back to glory, make Madrid the world's best team again. Yes, people, I have simulated all the way to the next season with Jose in charge, and with the dilemmas, the fighting, everything is going on right here. Only one player in the team of the year, which doesn't seem fitting for Real Madrid. No Barcelona players. Despite them winning the league, I simulated the rest of the league. We finished 6 points behind them. Mbappe got player of the year, which is expected. He got 43 goals in 45. Vallecano's beat Crystal Palace in the Conference League finale. Arsenal won the Champions League, as that's what ends this rebuild. Taking the Champions League team to winning the Champions League. That's what'll do it. And by the way, this is Jose Mourinho in charge, but this is a Real Madrid rebuild. If he doesn't do well enough, he is out of here. And I have set up his style. We're going with the 4-2-3-1 start of this season. Kinda deep. He likes his clean sheets. He likes his defensive prowess as Kylian Mbappe up front. We can't have the wingers stay back. They've got to attack with wing-backs in Trent and Carreras, which will work out, hopefully, as some players definitely won't work out together. Listen, Jose's just come into this club. Some ratings have changed because I actually started this save with life points going into this season, and we've got to sort out the Federico Valverde dilemma. Now, it says he isn't injured. Swift recovery after an injury given to him by teammate Tchouaméni. That's what's rumoured as strike one. Then we've got Vinny Jr. also competing with Kylian Mbappe, the player of the year, who's just been signed. Out of them 4 players, I think 2 have to go from each side of the argument. And despite being president, this is fully down to Jose and his decision making. That's why we brought him in. We're definitely not shy for money, having 322 million euros. We've got to make them choices. Jose, thank you for helping this club. I know Perez has left, and I'm an English president, but we've got 2 English players, and you've worked in England before. I think we're going to get on. But speaking of getting on, 2 players aren't. Now, I think you've got to make your decisions. We've got to get rid of one on each side of the argument. And he says he's made his mind up. Jose is the special one for a reason. But then he firstly says, get me my backroom staff in, and also, make sure you back us up in the transfer market after we get rid of a big one. Vinicius Jr. has to go. Mbappe, we've got to keep. That is crazy, despite the petition from loads of fans signing it for him to leave the club. He's siding with Mbappe as the world's best player at the moment, and he also sides with Valverde. I kind of get Vinny because he doesn't fit into this Jose shape. Yes, we're playing him as an attacking winger, but it's a left mid position. He's not a left mid. However, Valverde's not a CDM, and Tchouaméni is. So he's breaking the rule there. Rodrigo for the left mid position. He's still currently injured. We've got all the players back, like Endrick. Will Jose try and use the youngster? Martin, he could go in the midfield. Dani Ceballos, I don't think he's got an opportunity. It might have to be Martin in the midfield because, yes, the other player on the bench is Camavinga, who Real Madrid also want out a little bit, and he's a teammate of Tchouaméni nationally, which could lead to so many issues. So Vinny and Tchouaméni on the transfer list. A lot of players listed for loans, including Raul Asensio, a bit rash, and Pietrach, or Pitach. And by the way, guys, I'm going to listen to any suggestions you've got. Just leave them in the comments below. This is a daily series. I'm going to try my best to reply each and every single day, whilst also working on the main channel, MWS. But if you like it over here on MWS too, please do subscribe. And leave a like. So 322 million. We're going to sell before we actually spend that. And I do want to get into games today. We're starting with Tedic, or Tedzic's Athletic Club. Then we've got Espanyol. And then we've got Almeria. It's not the rashest start of all. And before anybody's actually sold, I'm a good president. I've got the coaching staff in for Jose. We didn't get many 5 stars. And look at this. Vinicius Jr. hitting out online. He does not like Jose already because he knows the decision's been made up. And that's before Jose's even coached a game. This is going to be a tricky rebuild. As here we are with many offers coming in. One for a player I haven't transfer listed from Lens, Ferland Mendy. That could be accepted, but the huge first transfer out, Vinicius Jr. He's immediately gone. Gonna need to fix that position. Liverpool pay the money. And instantly, Real Madrid fans trying to sign a petition to get rid of Jose. What an incredible start. But followed out by Tchouaméni. I'm a president that takes no prisoners as he's going over to BVB. And I'm going to speak to Jose immediately. Say we need to get these fans back on your side. I am fully backing you before a ball is kicked. Who do you want to sign? And he says, please go to my former club. I've built a short list of players. I will let you pick the position, but I think it's kind of obvious. Yeah, and for now, I think we go and calm it. We go and sign a player from his ex-club. 2 players lower rated than 80, which I don't think is good enough for Madrid. With Orkun Kökü, or Koiku, I'm going to have to ask you to tell me in the comments as usual. Always struggle with his name, but the man's from Turkey, like Arda Güler. We want to take a huge gamble with him this season. Can we get the money though? What about 55? We have got really strict transfers on, and we've got loads of money. 66.9. That's wild. Real Madrid tax is crazy. He's not the best player of all, but he matches the rating of Tchouaméni, and Orkun Kökü is into the club. Straight to the first team. Him and Valverde gonna have to change positions, but Arda Güler is very trusted. Brahim on the left-hand side, he comes in, and for the first time in a while, I'm seeing so many gaps with Madrid that I think they need fixing, and I've put everybody on a play style. One more change, which is going to be Rudiger out the team. I think I'm going to start Dean Howson with the 5-star weak foot. Is that the first team for our first game against Athletic Club? Bellingham as the captain. Is he really going to be the captain for Jose? When there's a player I believe he might have coached before. Don't quote me on this. But one of the oldest players now, Antonio Rudiger, has gone. Courtois. I think he becomes the Real Madrid captain from the back. Imagine the amount of cameras here for this one. Has Tedjic's already got sacked? We're in the blue kit. I'm going to try and get kits working this year. They haven't worked since a title update in FC26. At least for me anyway, but come on. The Real Madrid trophy chase is at large here. Jose's going to try and do it. With Jude Bellingham finding Kylian Mbappe straight away, going for it. Laporte's now in their defence. Look at the aggression. I love it. Jose Mourinho aggression. Carreras goes down this wing into Brahim. He's got a lot to prove. He might get replaced. Someone with less ego, however. We're really trying to tame egos despite Jose having one himself. He labels himself the bloody special one. We can't be having that with Jude Bellingham. Mbappe making the run. If he's onside here, Kylian Mbappe, which he is, that's a beautiful goal. Only 10 minutes into this game. Is he going to celebrate in Vinny style? No, he's pointing to his own name. Is that a bit vain from Kylian Mbappe? We have picked him over Vinny, but that goal was created by Jude. And yeah, I don't like that cockiness. Not one bit. Con mi equipo. I think that means with my team. I haven't studied Spanish in ages. I don't even know why I said it. I just think he needs to be part of the team, not an individual. With Trent getting the tackle, half an hour gone on the clock. Barcelona are going to want this title, and we're going to try and have to stop them. Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. Look at the running behind here of Arda Güler. I'm liking him on the wing, and I kind of do want to be a bit of a set-piece team. I think Real Madrid have got to move with the times, just like Arsenal are moving the times. Becoming set-piece FC. Arda Güler, near post, Dean Howson. Very unlucky, Eder Militao. Dean Howson, that's a bad pass. That's Valverde, the man we didn't sell. Or should I say, the man we backed and not repaying our faith, same as Eder Militao. He's got the ball back though, just do not concede. Kylian Mbappe is going to try and return the favour. That's unselfish of him. And Jude. Belly goal with the goal just before half-time to make it 2-0 Madrid. Fine goal-scoring form. We might not need to make a signing at all. After Ergzan in the midfield, but yeah, I'm only joking. We're definitely going to make another one to Arda Güler. Pass it back in the middle. Again, back into Jude Bellingham. I want to make some subs as well. I want to use the youth like Martin, like Endrick. They've got to be involved. Valverde, can he prove his worth? That's a slick turn and shot. But like I said, set-piece FC. I'm going to try the near post run. Dean Howson's always the man right there. We need someone at the back post as well. Substitutions to be made. We've got Martin, Endrick, and also Daniel Carvajal on. I think Jose would actually use him if he's the manager. The experience this man has, despite all the injuries, need it. It is vital to winning another Champions League. Endrick with a quick pass around. It's on to Brahim. Brahim goes very, very close to another. I'm liking this style of football. Not long to go now. We just need to keep on going. Arda Güler, look at the space. Jude Bellingham's going to be a vital player. That's another save, Unai Simon. That's why he's the Spanish #1. However, a corner. And I'm going to try that near post. I really want to nail it down. I want a corner tactic. There's Dinhausen. Yaragitha off the line. And it is a win in Jose's first game as Real Madrid manager. 3 points are on the board. I'm not going to ask Jose about a new signing just yet. Instead, I'm going to leave him to get more players out. Loaning's going to be crucial. There's a future here to Real Madrid. Derby County getting a Madridster or a Galáctico, and Valdepeñas goes over to his home nation. As we might go to his home nation, we've got a 5-star scout. Come on. Usually you send these scouts to Spain when you're in Spain. I've got to go Portugal. I've got to try and recreate the big man, not Jose, but Ronaldo. Find me the next CR7, as we've got a Welshman, maybe the next Gareth Bale. Maybe the next Carreras, Thomas Segura. This is such an exciting save. We're going with the same team again. Just don't shut me down. Roberto in the last minute. I just had a feeling that was going to happen. I thought I'd sim that because we're waiting for the Champions League. Just tell me Barca didn't win. They didn't. Okay, but it's Atletico de Madrid on top. I have faith they could win all the games. If we don't continue to win ours, and it's an injury class for Forte. Yes, life points are switched on, and I think that's the second time he's got that life point of an injury. We've only been going 2 months, and it's a narrow win against Almeria. Jude Bellingham with a hat-trick for Jose to kind of get him out of danger. That petition is still up, you know, and I think I've got to speak to Jose. We're approaching deadline day here. Do you think we agree to keep Brahim? He says yes, but undoubtedly we need someone in front of him. And I say that was going to be my next question. Who do you reckon we sign at left mid? Well, I've got a perfect player on my shortlist. I really want you to go out there and sign. If not, I think it shows a lack of faith, and he's going to be the next Real Madrid hero. In the meantime, Raul Asensio's been loaned out to one of his rivals last time he was in Turkey, Jose Mourinho, Galatasaray, for 2 years. And I am very excited to see this signing, but unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. As if you're excited for the next episode, leave a like and subscribe. I will see you there. Thank you very much for watching.